Happy Sunday. Happy every day, as always. Yeah, recently I've had a lot of things going on regarding people's mental health, and yeah, it's such a mad thing. It's like what goes on in our mind, and yeah, had a few deaths recently. One of which I feel like their mental health weren't as good as it could have been, and I'm learning loads of stuff about how the mind plays tricks on us. And it led me to remember something that I did the other day. And I don't know, most of you probably know that I was a mad addict at one point. And recently I found myself going to old haunts in a pub, perfectly legitimately. As I believed, as I've convinced myself that, yeah, I ain't been down there for a while, I'm going to go down there, I'm going to have a few beers, see what I bump into. And the whole time I was there, I had a certain person on my mind. And I was thinking, I wonder why I ain't seen him. I wonder where he is, I wonder what he's up to. I wonder if he's well. And I just sat there on my jacks, watching the world go by, taking notes on the surroundings. And stayed there. I think I had 1 or 2 beers, and then walked back. And the next day, upon reflection, I realised that that was the old addict in me. Put myself in that situation, knowing that if I'd met this certain person, we would get on the piss. It would be a long night. We'd probably end up going back to theirs. And at some point, they would undoubtedly suggest, yeah, let's get a pipe, let's do something, let's do this. And with the alcohol, that I don't drink anywhere near like I used to, and the mindset that I was in, I probably would have done it. And I'm years and years and years away from that. But it just goes to show that the addict within, it never, ever, ever, ever dies. It's always there, waiting, looking for a little glitch in your armour of goodness to come out and flex his muscles. Well, it's a him. The addict in me is definitely a man. But he's fucking clever. Really, really clever. And being aware of it, I didn't want to aware of it till the next day. It was only the next day, and I thought to myself, fuck me, why did I go down the other way? What put me there? Like, what was I doing? And there was a little bit of a wobble going on in my head because, well, a number of reasons, you know. My uncle died. He died in a very abrupt way. Yeah, I haven't been to see him, and I felt quite bad that I hadn't been. And there's lots of reasons for that, not excuses, but yeah, I've been asked. Yeah, anyway, that's deep. But anyway, so I think I was a little bit vulnerable, and the old addict in me saw an opportunity. And it's mad, like how your mental health, and I'm not saying I've got anything wrong with my mental health, but it's everybody has their mental health. You know, it's like your body. If your body's healthy, you can look at it and see it. With your mind, you never really know. Like you think you know, because that's what controls you. That's what governs you. You know, you feel like, oh, this or oh, that. I don't think anybody, like, with a mental health issue, when it's going wonky, notices that this is a mental health issue, it's going wonky. They just think this is themselves. And like, it's mad. Like, you know, I mean, mine has been mainly through drugs and alcohol, but mental health issues can come from anything, you know. People that don't do drugs or alcohol, they get lost in their own mind, or they believe that there's more wrong with them than there is. Like, they think that they're dying when the doctors have told them that they haven't. they're not. They're perfectly healthy and they have all the scans that proves they are healthy, but in their mind they can think they're going to die, and they think that people are hiding it from them. And some people will even end their own life to preempt that. And it's just mad. It's like, it is just, when I say mad, it's not like mad, like mental health mad, but it is, it's crazy. It's like, I wouldn't say I struggle with it, but it's such an experience, you know, and an education. And then, you know, when you know, you look at yourself and you think, fucking hell, every single person has some form of unusual mindsets, unusual thoughts. And it's just, I think, I don't know, maybe they should teach you it at school, like, what to be aware of, you know, when this happens, and what to do if these things, these unusual mindsets kick in. Yeah, it's mad. But I think through it, if you get through it, you come out the other side, you can become stronger, better, more understanding, deeper, more well-balanced. It's a struggle, like, I think, for lots of people that aren't such willful characters, or, yeah, some might say stubborn, but stubborn can be really useful sometimes. I don't know what I planned on going on for this morning. I just felt like this mental health thing, it's touching me on various levels. Like, you know, I've got 2 or 3 people close to me that have had some mad things go on, you know, and they've come out the other side. And then there's the journey of discovery of what's going on. Like, it's just, yeah. So I just thought I'd like to give away much more. I'd like to say much more, but it's not my shit. It's other people's. Yeah, I can't believe how many people I know that are in my life that have been on the extreme level, you know, even being sectioned. I can think of 3 people off the top of my head that have found themselves in a place where the safest place for them was that. And then the stories of what goes on in them places, like being dragged about and immobilised, like very similar to being in jail. Like, you know, if you kick off in jail and you know, you don't go quietly, you know, they just come out like ants and pin you down, beat you, drag you off. You are immobilised. You know, you could be kicking, biting, screaming, spitting, doing what you like. You're pathetic. It's just, you know, they're like the ants and you're like the fly. And yeah, it's an horrendous experience. I just wonder how many people actually understand that, even if they know someone or they've read something or seen something on the telly. I wonder if they know exactly how harsh that can be and how difficult it is for people to claw their life back. But it can be done, and anyone that knows anybody that's been down that road, you know, being part of that support system, I absolutely commend you for doing such a thing, because it's not an easy path. It's not an easy path for them to travel either. You know, some of them end their own lives. It's like crazy, but not crazy mad. It's just like, I don't even know. That's probably the wrong word, and I do like the right words to be used. Yeah. Well, onwards and upwards. Today's the first of the really windy days. I've got to go and make sure that the solar panels are bolted down. Well, not bolted, strapped down, as I don't really want to lose them. And see what the farm looks like in its muddy state. Well, as always, I hope you're all well and having a wonderful Sunday. Waking up bright and shiny, and looking forward to the week ahead. Happy Sunday.